Of what these teams have to bring on this map, all things considered. Now, I mean, I really like this double sentinel pickup here on the attacking side from Gen G Black, because they know, like you said, Misfits really like to push out. They like to go for those flanks, and it's even more feasible on a map like Fracture, but going for the double senti on the attack just makes it a lot more difficult for that to come through, and you see Misfits Black having to adjust in that sense.
Other than the A site, it's more split apart.
But it looks like it's going to be an execution towards B this time around. However, Gen G Black, they've lost a lot of time. 30 seconds left on the clock. Luckily, the rotations to either site aren't too long, but the staggering of utility has been massive, and that's Lunafox with one pickup. Tyre going to be there for the trade, though. Orbital Strike online for some zoning here in Tyre's hands as well in this post-plant situation.
Yeah, but the orbital strike there for Tyre. He's going to play the post plant
No!
here. Oh no, but Hannah trying to adjust the utility in the middle of sight. Nobody watching along. Now it's Lily. They're lonesome. Is Lily going to be able to clutch it? No. The complete peeks through for Misfits. And whatever happened in that timeout that Misfits had, it doesn't matter. They were able to pull off this round. They talked it out. They realized their mistakes, and they were a lot patient.
2 orbital strikes, a showstopper in the hands of Carly, and I mean, we're not probably not going to see that tool defaults come out in Lele's hands, though.
Yeah, not just yet. But within here, I mean, paint shell down. It's not going to gather much. Already, Lynn, so low on this health. He's going to have to take a step back so that they can at least have that breach util to utilize. But one of the main problems here is the A site. You can see Misfits, 3 players already taken out as this default commits, and now it's the rotation through. You can see Vernina is going to attempt to keep this, but no, it's just the wraparound. They tried to put pressure, tried to give information towards A, and you can see now Gen G are actually going to play with that, get that rotation back over to B. No, but now they're going back over to A.
On Fracture, it could be wherever, whenever. Just the top of the noggin there. Vernina is able to spot out Lily, getting that early pick on. Well, not early, considering that we are late in the round, but getting that initial pick. Now 30 seconds left on the clock. Showstopper will come through, looking to clear out sand. Not going to connect this time around, though.
No, but I mean, that pick Vernina had on Lily, that's going to eliminate at least 1 player, which is good enough here. We gotta start off strong if we want to get this retake. There isn't really much util here.
There is the Boombot online for Chloe, which could get that information. Yeah, that's gonna be thrown out.
Oh. I mean, it was a lot of damage done on Chloe, but Vernina's left alone now, and this is hard, especially with the Hannah wraparound. Now it's the win for Gen G, and a very friendly...
Is the fact that for both of these teams, the retake's going to be difficult. You know, neither of these teams have an initiator to provide that utility and that information. You know, you don't have the sky flashes, the guiding lights. You obviously have the flashes on the side of the breach, but it doesn't actually tell you if anybody is nearby. It's just, you know, breach is that initiator to set up for plays rather than information gathering, and that makes retaking situations a little bit more difficult on this map for both of these teams. Now we're going to see Gen G Black leaning towards B this time around. Inching for Sewers control at the moment. And it's an eco round here for Misfits, but they are playing patiently. They do have 3 ults online that could potentially turn the tide.
Oh, and once again, Chloe's sitting in the corner. Not in the corner, just sitting in a cheeky angle, waiting for somebody to peek. I mean, trying to play off Slandy's util. Slandy's trying to maybe gather some attention there. Oh, and the orbital strike. Trying to get the flash through just for Chloe alone, but perfect. Knowing that Tyre can use that orbital strike to close off and take anybody who's up there inside of tower out is going to actually work out nice. And now we see Vernina trying to gain a different angle. It's Lily there, holding it. And look, the rendezvous there as well. So Luna and Lily
They're waiting.
off this. Oh no, but it doesn't matter. The rendezvous not going to be used. Lily's going to actually get caught out before Lily can really back off. We do see a 4v2. A Spectre and a Spectre, my apologies, and a Headhunter here. It's Tyre watching, waiting for somebody to peek out of the smoke, and now we see that incendiary grenade being used. The stun there, nothing Luna can do. Vernina completely stunned out, couldn't get the trade off. And we can see just having to completely stun this corner, trying to take anybody out who peeks, and Lynn peeking through. 7-3 for Gen G, Black, and they are killing it here on this Fracture pickup.
Fracture, as much as I, was talking about it, and now that's a Viper's Pit coming out from Luna Fox here. The Rolling Thunder being invested as well by Lynn, but can they capitalize off of it? You know what? I asked and they answered.
Yeah, I mean, here, Vernina within this round is going to just use the Headhunter for security so that they can maybe pick up this Vandal, have economy within the next round. But here we have it. I mean, still going to use it, knowing that an operator is going to be stronger overall, but the 2 forts can't really do much against the stun. You see the orbital strike, and it's a ton of util dump. That's the TP out, but still the stun. They might actually be able to get this, especially if they body block. Maybe try to do something. The spam has to come through. They're going to try it. That smoke is blocking it out, and honestly, they could try to commit for this. It does seem like the players are trying to wrap around, and it's beautiful. But actually, I believe that went towards Gen G, yeah.
4 Misfits, because it is the last round before the swap, and they invested so much utility, so many ultimates into that site retake that they don't have anything left except for the potential of a showstopper in Chloe's hands.
Yeah, but that showstopper, I mean, it could do something, but on the defense, it's also, one of those things where you'd rather pull it out on the retake. Ooh, but Luna is going to play with that. Although, how much more? It seems like the flashes are coming through due to Slandy. But Lynn isn't going to get caught in that. Lynn knows exactly what those tactics are. Hey, I'm a breach as well. I'm not going to fall to your traps. I'm not going to falter. But it is Luna that's going to try to maybe make the players of Gen G a little bit weaker within this round. They need this 4 to 8 for Misfits. They're looking for it. There isn't really any ultimates here that they could collect unless Hannah wants to try to get that neural theft, my apologies. But it does seem like here, 30 seconds left, despite not playing it. They have to gain ground. They have to gain the site here for Gen G. But are they able to with Maddie holding alongside? That's the 2, and Hannah right there for Maddie. The 3K down, and a 4 to 8 Misfits attempting to bring it back. And this isn't that bad for the half. But we're switching sides here. We're going to go to a break. We'll see you guys soon.
Misfits, I mean, both teams are only running the breach, but normally you'd have that Trailblazer in the Sky's hand to be able to clear out the Sentinel utility, but they're only going to have the Boombot to be able to really do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of wrap around the Cypher util with the Boombot itself, but I feel like it's not as effective as what maybe, Trailblazer could be to kind of spot that out. But you can see Gen G already playing with it. They're trying to push themselves forward and maybe create some pressure here, and that's going to create some pressure. You can see Misfits backing off. They're going to try for the best site, especially since you can see Luna right alongside Vernina, attempting to take it, but no, the right click from Hannah. You didn't think it would work out, especially since the 2 shorty shots were done, but going to be quick with it. Having that classic there just in case, beautiful from Hannah, but regardless, Misfits still going to take it here. Gen G only having Carly and Tyrant. There isn't really many util here. It's just the play together that has to work. And actually, it's going to be a nice win for Misfits. They're not going to really dwindle in the hands of Gen G.
It's not the same thing as having a Trailblazer to be able to actually seek out that visual on those pieces of utility. So I think that just makes pushing into the double sentinels just that much more dangerous.
I'm going to have to agree here. Ooh, Vernina, move, Vernina. Don't get caught out just yet. You're too young. You have so much to live for. But A-site, you gotta live for the A-site here, especially since you're doing so well taking it for Misfits. You can see, even though they're able to take it, Luna's gonna have the flank along, gonna be able to get the one, but that's a weapon in the hands of Lily. And Lily could actually try to play with it. It does seem like, though, Lily gets taken down. Maddie's right around the lineup. Is that a lineup I'm seeing from Maddie?
I'm so curious about this.
Oh, we switched to the other Brimstone. Sitting in a corner, Tyre. Just waiting for the perfect moment. But actually, oh, beautiful. Look at that. I mean, the lineups work out. You would assume that since this was the map for Gen G that they would have lineups. But in replacement, you can see Misfits having the lineups actually for the post plan here on the attack.